Welcome students, this is Avinash Nayak and today we will be discussing the various terminology associated to the chapter of genetics. So let's see. These are some related terms: clone, remit, offspring, sibling, twins. So first, let's see the clone. The group of members produced by the means of asexual reproduction, that is clone. Let's see. Here I am taking example of E. coli. Here, this is the group of E. coli produced after the binary fission. So here you can see the entire colony, the entire group has been arised by the means of binary fission, which is a mode of asexual reproduction. So here when we talk about the term clone, the entire member, all these entire member will represent the clone, not a single. And in simple language we can say the clone means genetically similar. So all these E. coli in this colony is genetically similar. But when we talk about the term clone, then we doesn't mean a single organism. No, the term clone will represent the entire group that will be produced after the asexual reproduction. The next is remit. Each representative of clone. Each representative of clone is remit. So you can take any of E. coli here, which are alike, which are similar, and each member, each organism will represent the term remit. So the term clone and remit is clear. Next is offspring. The organism produced by the means of sexual reproduction is offspring. Means the organism produced by the means of sexual reproduction, that is offspring. Siblings. The organism produced by the means of sexual reproduction from the same parents. Means if the parent is similar, then the offspring which will be produced by them will be termed as sibling. Here one thing is important. Here either both parent can be same, or even if a single parent is same, either mother or father is same, then in that case also the sibling, the organism will be considered as sibling. So here the term sibling is clear. Twins. The product of sexual reproduction through the same parents and through a single pregnancy, means the same pregnancy. So all these terms is clear. The group of members, the group of organism produced by the means of asexual reproduction is clone. Each representative of asexual reproduction is each representative of clone is remit. The product of sexual reproduction is offspring. The product of sexual reproduction through the same parent, similar parent, sibling, and the product of sexual reproduction through the similar parent and through the single parent, that is twins. So the next is character. The next term is character. And trait. Character, the distinguishable feature of any organism. The distinguishable feature of any organism is called character. Suppose when you look after any organism, suppose you look after any human, any cow, elephant, you certainly look after some features on the basis of which you decide the particular organism is human, the particular is cow. It means what? You look after some features, and these features are actually the determinant. These are actual determinant on behalf of which you decide, you distinguish any organism. So the character means the features on the basis of which are distinguishable, and on the basis of which you distinguish the various organisms, that is character. The next term is trait. Trait means the inheritable variants of character. Let's understand in a simple language. Here we can say the external appearance of any character. External appearance of any character is trait. Although you will be thinking the character are feature on the basis of which you distinguish any organism, it means what? The character in itself is external appearance. Yeah, it is true. But here when I say the external appearance of any character, it means what? If we are taking an example of a character, suppose the height of the plant. The height of the plant is character here, but to be tall or to be dwarf is trait. It means these tallness or dwarfness, in actual it is tallness or dwarfness which inherit. So I have told you the inheritable variants. These are the actual variants. The tallness or dwarfness. These are traits. These are traits of character height. So here both the term character and trait is clear. Now the next term is genotype. Next term is genotype. Genotype, the genetic combination, the genetic constitution of any organism, the genetic constitution of any gamete, the genetic constitution of any cell or any organism. It is called genotype. I have told you the genetic constitution of any gamete, cell or organism. That is called genotype. It means what? In any gamete, what type of the combination of genes is actually present there, that will be termed as the genotype. The next is genome. The complete set of genes present in one set of chromosomes. That means the total number of genes present in a single set of chromosomes, that is called genome. In human, we have two sets of chromosomes. One we inherit from the paternal side and other we inherit from maternal side. We have two sets of chromosomes and so here we have seen the term genome. That means the complete total number of the genes that will be present in the single set of chromosomes, and we have two sets of chromosomes. That here one thing I would like to clear here. Two sets of chromosomes means we have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and pairs, it means number wise. If we see, we have 46 chromosomes, and 23 we inherit from the paternal side, and 23 that we inherit from the maternal side. And that 23 chromosome, all those genes present in the paternal side chromosome, that will be 23 in number, and from the maternal side that will be also from the 23 number, and all those genes, the total number of genes that will be present on the either paternal or maternal side, that will be considered as the term genome. The next term is gene pool. Next is gene pool. Gene pool, the total number of genes that will be present in all the organisms of a population. And when I talk about the term population, you easily consider that any population belongs to a particular species. Any population belongs to a particular, the total number, the entire number of the organisms of a particular species. Suppose in our human, when I talk about the term gene pool, then that means the entire genes, the total number of the genes that will be present in the entire mankind, entire human population. So the term gene pool is also clear here. The next term is germ plant. Germ plant. The total number of the genes present in a particular crop and in all its variants. That means if we are taking an example of the rice crop, then the total number of the genes that will be present in the rice crop and all its variants, and that means wild variety, the local cultivator, all the variants, that will be the term as the germ plant. So here we have discussed about the term genotype, genome, gene pool and germ plant. The next term is homologous and non-homologous chromosomes. Next term is homologous chromosome and non-homologous chromosome. here I have taken a pair of chromosomes. Here we have taken a couple of chromosomes, and when we talk about the homologous chromosome, the homologous chromosome means the chromosome which are similar in shape, similar in size, and similar in the locus of genes. Here I have taken a set of a pair of chromosomes. Here you can see both chromosomes are similar in shape, similar in size, and the locus of genes is also similar here, same here. Here the locus of genes is also here, the locus of genes is also same here. So term homologous is clear here, and when I talk about the term non-homologous, that means the pair of chromosome, the chromosome which are different in shape, different in size, or dissimilar in the locus. Even if any of that dissimilarity either in the shape, size, or locus will be there, then the chromosome will be considered as non-homologous. So to be homologous pair, all three criteria, the shape, size, and locus of genes is necessary. And even if any of them means any of that shape, size, or locus is different, then that pair will be considered as non-homologous. The next term is gene. The next term is gene, and the entire topic of genetics is actually, the term genetics itself has been derived from the gene, the study of gene, that is genetics. So here the next term is gene. Any segment of DNA, a segment of DNA means that the functional segment of DNA is considered as gene. And when I say the functional segment, that means what? The functional segment means the segment of DNA which takes part in the regulation of any character. So a segment of DNA can take part in the regulation of any character in various ways. It is not always necessary that we will only consider those segments of DNA or gene that will be producing protein. Yeah, we will consider that segment that will be producing protein as gene, but that not only mean that not other segment will be considered as genes. So I am slightly explaining in detail all those segments of DNA that will either produce protein product or that will produce RNA, or even if it is neither producing protein or nor RNA, and even if it is taking part in the regulation of any character, all those segments will be considered as gene. So the term gene is clear here. The next term is allele. The term allele, that is the similar term is allelomorph. The term allele itself has been taken from the term allelomorph. Both terms are similar. In regular use, we talk about the term allele. The allele means those genes which belongs to the same chromosome, means those genes which belongs to the homologous chromosome and which have similar locus. Okay, and in the case of homologous chromosome, all the genes have similar locus, all the genes share the common locus, and one thing is important here: those genes, those similar locus sharing genes should regulate the same character. It means what? Those genes which belongs to the same chromosome, same locus and same character, that will be termed as allele. Here one thing is important: the character should be same, but the trait may differ. It means in the case of this homologous chromosome segment, you can see the genes capital A and capital A. The genes capital E, small e. Here you can see this is A and A. Here A regulate a character and the capital A regulate the same character. Here E regulate the same character and E also belongs to the same character, but here trait is different. Means suppose if capital E represent for the tallness, then a small e represent for the dwarfness, and both tallness and dwarfness is the variants, is the traits of same character, that is height. So one thing is clear here: in the case of allele, those genes which will be present on the same chromosome, same locus and regulate for the same character. Trait may be similar or dissimilar. Here you see capital A and capital A is allelic pair, means the genes are present on the same chromosome, same locus and regulate the same character. Also the capital B and a small b is also allelic gene pair. Capital B and a small b is also allelic gene pair, although they belongs to the two different traits, but the character is same. And I have told, when in the case of allelic gene pair, the trait may differ but character should be same. Here if we see another pair of here if we see another pair of capital D and